Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this today, it's New Year's Day. Hopefully you had a lot of fun on New Year's Eve, didn't drink too much, didn't party too much, but hope you're well and hope you're having a super day. Today we're going to do a retro breakfast recipe for apple pancakes. This is going to be an absolutely delicious breakfast for you to make on New Year's Day. You may want to add some sausages or some bacon, but it's good just by itself. So I bought a packaged pancake mix and one of those that was complete and that you just needed to add water. I made it a little thinner than the directions because I didn't want big fat pancakes with very little apple. I wanted it to be more about the apple. So I put it in a saute pan with a couple of teaspoons of butter. And I put each apple slice individually in the pan and added just a little bit more pancake batter on each one. As with all pancakes, as soon as it starts bubbling up and turning brown around the edges, it's time to flip. There we go. We have some of them flipped over already. They do look a bit lacy, and that's fine. I'm also making some plain pancakes. These are supposed to be round, but they ended up being like footballs, and some of them look like flying saucers, but whatever. It's all pancakes. When you've got them browned, flip them over, and then when they're done, keep them on the side and keep them warm. We're going to do a second recipe for those plain pancakes. And we're going to do an Asian pear caramel sauce. I put about 1/3 cup of brown sugar and a couple of tablespoons of butter in a saute pan, and I've heated that up until it starts bubbling. We want to make a beautiful caramel. I put in 2 quartered or 1/8 Asian pears. One was a white pear, one was a brown pear. I left the skin on because, as you know, in any fruit or vegetable, the nutritional value is underneath the skin. So I try to eat things with skin on as much as possible. So I put the Asian pears in the caramel, and we're trying to saute them and cover them with a sauce. We're going to make them slightly soft, not too mushy that they fall apart. We want them to keep some shape so that you know what you're eating. We don't want pear sauce. We want pears with caramel sauce. Now, when you add things to a sugar and butter sauce or a caramel sauce, any kind of drop of moisture like water or cream will seize the sauce up just like chocolate. But if you keep cooking, it eventually gets back to normal. Here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cooking cream. In this case I'm using 15%. You can use 35, but it's up to you. I don't think we need the extra fat content because of the butter in this sauce. As you can see what I said, the caramel sauce is starting to seize up because of the cream. But it will eventually smooth out again once you keep simmering it. There you go. All it takes is a little bit of time and a little bit of stirring, and you'll be back to normal. Kind of works the same way when chocolate seizes on you. You can get it back if you add just a little bit more fat or a little bit more butter, and then it smooths out again like nothing ever happened. So here's my platter for New Year's Day breakfast. I've got apple pancakes and I'm sprinkling them with a combination of icing sugar and cinnamon. And on the plain pancakes and the ones that look like footballs, I'm spooning over the Asian Pear caramel sauce. Doesn't that look good? You could put a little bit of whipping cream on top of this too. I didn't because I didn't have any, but it certainly would be very delicious. And if you wanted to, you could serve these with some maple syrup. And I mean real maple syrup, not the stuff that's corn syrup flavored with maple something. Buy some real maple syrup. It's so good. It's only made in Vermont or in Quebec. So get some. So breakfast is ready. If you like the recipe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for some more food that warms your soul. See you next time.